Once upon a time, there was a germ fairy. Most fairies bring good things, like granting wishes and putting little surprises under your pillow when you lose your teeth. But not this fairy. She just gives away her germs. A germ is a tiny life form that you can't see. They can sometimes make you sick. Normally you can't see germs, but you can see the germ fairy's germs. They're green and sparkly, and she leaves them everywhere. Today she plans to visit the library. Watch closely to see how many places the germ fairy leaves her germs.
Oh no, the germ fairy's here. Lisa, does she have an appointment?
Oh yeah, she's coming in at 1 o'clock.
Are you ready for your appointment? Do you have your mask with
I'm
you?
ready. Yes. I have my mask. I got socks. More socks. Ooh, gummy bears. I do have my mask. There we go.
Okay, you gotta wear it over your face.
There we go. The pigeon needs a bath. Silly pigeon, don't do it. Do not lick this book. See why not? It actually was delicious. The Berenstein Bears come clean for school. Oh, too many clean books. Too many clean books. Ah, the Giant Germ Magic Schoolhouse. Curious George. Oh, Curious George discovers germs. I do like germs. Let's see. I don't know if I like this book. Oh, this book. Oh, something smells good. Oh yeah, it's in here.
We're just rivals and the land is low.
Hello!
Hi.
Oh, look at this lunchtime! How wonderful! What are you doing? Lunchtime? I'm starving. I've been here all day.
Oh, okay.
I've been reading books, checking out books, and doing some research. Thank you.
Excuse me.
I'm starving. I don't like these. Where'd you get these apples? I'm an apple picking over at my niece and nephew. We found the best apples on the tree. I tell you, nothing like a good old-fashioned apple picking. I don't know. Most juiciest, delicious apples I've ever seen. They were really good. I don't know that this was. Someone's worth it. Do you mind? Thank you.
Wow.
So anyway.
That's very rude.
Just telling about my niece and nephew. I went apple picking with them. It was a climbing new tree. Tallest trees I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely crazy. Come on. Anyway, this library is great. Thank you so much for everything, ladies. I love this library. Come here all the time. One more, sorry. What's this? I don't know what this is, but I like it. Thank you. Is that the same? Thank you so much.
She needs to go.
Ladies,
She does.
that's been great.
Why
Like
did you let
this
her
too
in
much.
here? Why is she back here
I
anyway?
don't know. I have no idea. It's strange.
It is strange.
Oh, bugs and pollinators. I like bugs. They're charming and gross. Garbage. Garbage? Miss? Librarian? Hello? Hello?
Yes.
May I have a tissue, please?
Sure. Oh, it looks like your mask fell. You need to want to put that up. You want to keep that on the whole time you're in the building. I'm sorry. Thank you. Oh, okay.
Miss? Miss? Miss?
Yes.
May I please have some more tissues?
Remember to put your mask
Nope.
on.
Oops, sorry.
Yep. I'll be right there.
Thank you.
You need to put your mask on.
What?
Your mask.
I can't hear you. You've got,
The mask. You put your mask on.
yeah, oh yes, your mask is lovely. Yes, I do like it. Thank you. But thank you for the tissues. I'm actually on my way out, but thank you very much.
Hi, are you ready to check out?
I am. Thank you.
All right. Here you go. Oh my goodness.
What in the
I
world?
don't know. It's gross.
It is. I'd offer you a tissue, but you used all of our tissues today.
No worries. Got it covered. Thank you. All right, ladies, well, you all have a good day.
That was really gross.
It was. Oh my goodness. Who's gonna clean this up? I'm not.
I'm not either. We'll have to call maintenance.
I guess so.
We hope you enjoyed watching the Germ Fairy today. One of the things that I asked you to take a look at was to watch and see how many places the Germ Fairy spread her germs. So a germ is something, is a small cell, a microorganism. If you remember the Germ Fairy's germs, you could actually see. They look like this. They were green and sparkly. But a real germ is so tiny that you can't even see it. And those germs can be spread by sneezing and coughing and not washing your hands, a lot of the things that you saw the Germ Fairy do. So there are two main types of germs. One is bacteria and the other one's a virus. A bacteria is an actual living cell. And there can be good bacteria and bad bacteria. So not all germs are bad. The good bacteria actually live in your gut, and they help you to digest food. Bad bacteria, when you get those, they're the ones that cause you to get sick, and lots of times you need to go to the doctor and get an antibiotic to clear up those and get rid of those bad bacteria. The other type of germ is a virus. It is actually a piece of genetic code, and they enter good living cells and reproduce and make more viruses, and viruses can make you very sick. There are a few basic rules that the Germ Fairy should have known, and one of those was to stay at home if you're sick. So you could tell the Germ Fairy was very sick. She sneezed and coughed a lot, and she spread her germs everywhere because she didn't follow those basic rules. Some of the things I would like you to remember is, one, if you are feeling bad, stay home. Two, if you are eating with other people, don't eat off their plate. And if there's community food, like this bowl of fruit where you can pick from, you remember the Germ Fairy, she touched everything in there. She picked up everything, and by the time she had finished, there was green sparkles all in the dip and in the fruit. So when you go to pick something, look, decide, once you pick the orange and pick it up, it's yours. Once you dip once with a chip, eat it, it's yours. Don't stick it in again. And just eat what's on your plate. Don't pick on other people's plates. If you need to sneeze or cough, turn your head away and sneeze into your elbow. Or if you have the tissues close by, just grab a tissue real quick and use a tissue. Another important thing to remember is to wash your hands, and wash them often. Guidelines say to wash your hands for at least 20 seconds. Most people don't do that. Most people are just washing their hands for just a little bit, getting them wet, and then drying them off. You want to slowly count to 20. That way you know that you're getting your hands really clean. Don't forget to wash your hands before you eat and after you use the restroom. In addition, if you don't have soap and water around, you can always keep with you some hand sanitizer or some hand wipes. That will help kill the germs on your hands as well. Remember when the Germ Fairy was sitting at the library table and she had a big pile of tissues on the table? Remember to use a trash can to put things in. She also stuck her gum up underneath the computer keyboard. So if you have things that have like dirty tissues or things that candy or gum that have been in your mouth, you want to make sure you dispose of those in the trash can. For the next part, let's take a look at this picture. So what did you notice in the picture? You should have noticed that the Germ Fairy was not wearing her mask up over her nose and mouth. But in addition, the librarian also didn't have her mask on. She thought she was protected by just having the sneeze guard in front of her, the big piece of plexiglass in front of her on the desk. But she should have had her mask on before the big sneeze. The mask is used to protect your germs from getting out to other people, but to also protect you from other people's germs. So it's important during this time when we're having a pandemic called COVID-19 to wear that over your mouth and nose. A pandemic just means that this disease is spreading through many different places throughout the world. And this mask is used to keep you safe and other people safe. So when you go to put your mask on, make sure you have it over your nose and mouth. Like this. Next, coming up, we have a science experiment and a special demonstration about germs. So here's what you'll need for the experiment. You'll need 2 Ziploc bags, 2 slices of bread, and a large piece of paper. On your paper, you're going to write about 7 days up at the top for your graph. And then on the side, you're going to write bread number 1, clean, number 2, dirty. Then take your 2 slices of bread directly out of the bread bag, put one of them with clean hands, put one of them in a clean Ziploc bag, get the air out and zip it up. Then don't touch this one anymore. Don't open it up anymore. Then you're going to take your second slice of bread and you're going to take a Ziploc bag, put number 2, dirty, and then you're going to get this slice dirty. Let's start first with the library carpet. And how about a doorknob? And how about our staff room floor? And finally, how about outside? Next, we'll take our dirty slice of bread and we're just going to throw it out on the ground. Let's wipe it around a bit. Okay, I think we've got it good and dirty now. We'll take it back inside. So now take your dirty slice of bread and you're going to put it in the bag that says dirty. Get the air out. Zip it up. And now you compare each slice of bread every day. You're going to look at them. You're going to see if anything's growing on either slice. And you're going to mark your observations in the graph. So look at your 2 slices. If one has mold growing on it, then you're going to put yes in your box. If it doesn't have mold growing on it, you put no. And then you look at your results. Which day did mold start to grow on each slice of bread? Then compare your results. You might want to make a guess before you even start as to which day you're going to see mold and on which slice of bread. That guess will be called your hypothesis. Then as you get your final results, then you're going to ask yourself why. Why did one slice of bread start to grow mold on it before the other? So here's a simple demonstration that you can do at home. All you need is any kind of spice, like black pepper or oregano, or I'm using actually a tea bag of chamomile tea. And you need a pie plate of water, another bowl of water, and a little bit of soap in a cup. So this is just a demonstration about germs. Take your spices and let them float on top of the water in the pie plate. Okay, these are going to be our make pretend germs, and I'm going to stick my hand that I haven't washed into the germs. And as you can see, I have the germs all over my fingers. So I'm gonna wash my hand off in this water. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of soap. Now we know germs don't like soap, right? Germs don't want soap and they don't want to be washed down the drain. So let's see when we put our soapy hand in here, what happens. Did you notice how all the germs just backed away? And very few on my hands because I have soap on my hands. Just a simple demonstration of the importance of washing your hands. For more information on germs and cleanliness, we have these particular titles available for curbside pickup at the Pocomoke Library. In addition, we have weekly kits to go for children. Sometimes they are science related, sometimes they're craft related. They differ each week, and they are available upon request at the Worcester County, all branches of the Worcester County Library.